Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Escobar, U.S. Global Command 5.4. Okay, escalation. Basic intelligence of 7 takes the Americans to 42. Just shy of DEFCON 2. Tech. AMD, long-range missiles, advanced manufacturing, advanced airborne. Yes for manufacturing and airborne, no for the other two. So both of those advanced to stage 2. Okay, there we are. All right. Global operations, there's no counterinsurgency this time, but the Americans are going to use their advisor and a free die and pay for 2 more die to try to get a military pact with Argentina, since it is next door to PRF possessed Chile. Okay, then that takes us to military aid. Going to send Pakistan an MBT for 2, spending 6 on 2 MBTs for Saudi Arabia. Going to spend 5 on a fighter for South Africa and 2 for a pair of frigates for Argentina. And over here for regular purchase, spending 4 battle stars and 1 IPP on an airbase upgrade, 12 for 3 Marines, 11 for an amphib and an attack chopper. There's going to be 1 combat movement, as I'm sure you've already guessed. Everybody from Colombia here, which is 2 next-gen MBTs and 2 MBTs, is attacking Peru. Everybody from Amazonas is attacking Peru. The fighter and the A-10 from Venezuela come down to attack. The 2 fighters from Sao Paulo come over to attack. And the B-52 from southern U.S., 1, 2, 3, 4, comes down to carpet bomb. Now let me make sure I did all that right under the new rules, because now we have movement radius. So the fighter 1, 2 from Venezuela legal. The A-10 has a 3, he's legal. The fighters from here 1, 2, they're legal. Oh wait, I forgot the planes from the carrier here in A-37. So there's a fighter that's going to come 1, 2, and an attack bomber. He's got a radius of 4, so he's legal to get in there. Yeah. And then, of course, the B-52's radius is 7, and I said he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so he's legal as well. All of our air movement is kosher and above board. Okay, that's our only combat movement. So let me move things over here and we'll get her done. Okay, here it is. Nobody has first strike. This is a mountain zone, so move down. Close air support keeps the mechs at 3. And there we are. So first off, since they have an air cav, we have 4 fighters for air superiority. Okay, there is an air hit. And then the other 2 go as general hits. There you can see it now. The other two, no. There is an air hit that will go as a land target select, since it's not needed as an air hit. Wait, I don't know, can you do that? Or do they just have to be taken? I'll say they just have to be taken as general hits. I'll err on the side of caution. Okay, so now we have a light infantry at 1. Misses. Carpet bombing. There's 1 carpet bombing hit. Now we got 2 mechs. There's a hit. 2 MBTs. There's another hit. Now we have 3 next-gen MBTs. Oh, a lot of nothing. Oh, yeah, a lot of nothing there. A10. Missed. Attack chopper. Okay, there's a hit by the attack chopper and the attack bomber. Misses with a 9. So there's 7 hits, and they needed 8. So they didn't quite get the job done. Okay, so we have 1 air cav defending. That's a miss. 6 light infantry. That's 1 hit with a 2. And 1 mech. So it's 2 hits in defense. Two hits in defense. Okay, so the air hit kills the air cav. Now they have to take 6 more hits. That's going to be on the light infantry, takes them out of play. And then the Americans have to take 2 hits that they will take on 2 mechs. Takes that out of play. Oh, the Americans got a air battle star for the air superiority victory. Okay, now there's 1 mech left defending. So let's see if we can do this quick. Purple's the attack bomber, white is the attack chopper. Okay, they did get a hit by the attack bomber. That's what was needed. So victory is assured. The mech defends for 1 hit. So he comes off. The Americans have to take a hit in return. That they're going to take on an MBT. Okay, there's a land battle star for the Americans. Let me put things back. Okay, I made 1 change to the casualties. I overlooked the light infantry sitting there in the 1 box. So I took it in place of one of the MBT kills. Or in place of the MBT. So the MBT is back on the board there. Okay, now non-combat movement. No, not non-combat movement. Combat resolution, we do global operations rolling. So we're rolling for Argentina. Come on, Evita, we need you. There's an 11, that gets it done. So, military pact with Argentina. I will see the Americans are going to go up 2 and then changing things out. I'll do off camera. So the Americans are going up 2 on their land zone income from 6 to 8. Now we're non-combat movement. Okay, we got all this air from the Battle of Peru. Now, if you remember, as I said, as part of the change, how many zones they moved in combat movement doesn't matter now. They get their combat radius again in non-combat movement. So, for instance, this A-10 can land anywhere he wants within 3 zones of Peru. So he's going to fly up here to Colombia. Along with these 3 fighters are also going to Colombia. The B-52 is going back to southern U.S. where he came from. And this fighter and attack bomber are going back to their carrier. Everybody, as I said, fighters have a radius of 2. The A-10 was a 3. The attack bomber was a 4. And the strategic bomber was a 7 on their movement radius. Okay, that I'm pretty sure is it for non-combat movement. Yeah, I don't believe they're going to move anything else. Yep, that's it. Okay. So now we are placing units. Yep. This is going to be very easy and compact because everything's going in the same place. 3 Marines built at the major army base here at Gulf States. The attack chopper is built at the minor air base. The air base upgrade is going right there. And the amphib is built in port also at Gulf States. That's that. Okay, now delivering aid. So right here, 2 frigates get delivered to the minor shipyard in Argentina, which of course are now American. The fighter airlifts into South Africa. Two MBTs. We're going to do this like before. 1 comes into the minor port for Macaw, and 3 grays make a green. And the other one's going to come into the minor port in Oman. They agree to let them cross their territory to eastern Saudi. So that one comes in there. And then we have an MBT delivered by sea to South Pakistan. Okay, that's all that. The Americans, as we said, are at 42, and their land zone income is up to 8, so that's going to be a total of 50. We'll just move this to turn 6 while we're here. So the American is the first one to get quarters on his dashboard to make 50. Got 2 battle stars in the bank. And wait, we have rethought things. I've been overlooking the expeditionary forces. So we are going to place couple of these guys. We're going to do this many for now, and we're going to have another non-combat movement as a result. This Marine from Southern State, United States, airlifts over here to Diego Garcia. And then the Marine from the Expeditionary Forces box takes his place in Southern United States. And the 2 airborne from the Expeditionary Forces box. The 2 airborne from the Expeditionary Forces box go into Gulf states. Or actually, they could go to Southern United States with the other guy. There. Okay, minor changes. Okay. Let's see. I better back that out a little bit so you can see better. There we go. There's the tech chart. It currently stands. There's the IPP chart. Let's have a look around. Defense treaties abound in Southern Asia. Iran is still at peace going into turn 6. That's kind of unusual. We have plenty of peace treaties here in the western portion of the Mideast. A little bit of a military aid buildup in Angola, but not too much. Of course, there's Warsaw Pact trying to make a nuisance of itself in Portugal. NATO's response. There's what Cuba looks like. Let's see if I can get over here, maybe even see everybody better that way. This is a stack of 7 light infantry. The Americans are in the driver's seat in South America against PRF. It's a foregone conclusion, I would say, at this time. It's just a matter of trudging along and continuing the elimination of PRF. As the Americans have bulked up a little bit here on the Gulf Coast. No idea what they might have in mind there. Not too much going on other than Scandinavia over here in Europe. Got some Soviet subs knocking on the door of the GIUK. There's definitely a standoff taking place in Scandinavia. Warsaw Pact isn't terribly strong, but they're not terribly weak either. And I'd say that covers it. This is what Warsaw Pact has in West Poland. This is East Germany. This is West Czechoslovakia. It's what NATO has in Rhineland. Give you a better look there at France and Germany. There's Italy. It's still unchanged from the initial setup. All right, that'll do it for this one. Ozark Outpost, over and out.